Hello everyone, today I will be talking about indie games. More specifically, what makes an indie game, what kind of people make indie games, the indie games community. Before I start this video, I would like to thank my friend Speed Up for the video idea. Go check out his channel in the link below. On the Wikipedia page wiki/indie_game, it describes an indie game as a video game typically created by individuals or smaller development teams without financial and technical support of a large game publisher, in contrast to most AAA games today. However, the indie term may apply to other scenarios where the development of the game has some measure of independence from a publisher, even if a publisher helps fund and distribute the game, such as creative freedom. Because of their independence and freedom to develop, indie games often focus on innovation, experimental gameplay, and taking risks not usually afforded in AAA games, and may explore the medium to produce unique experiments in art games. Indie games tend to be sold through digital distribution channels rather than a retail due to the lack of publisher support. The term is synonymous with that of independent music or independent film in those respective mediums. Other users on Quora, such as Jane Leonard and user Marco Vito Odo on Collider, seem to have similar definitions. Okay, now let's talk about what kind of people make indie games and who they are. First off, the most famous, in my opinion, is Scott Cawthon. Of course, his more recent games are on the more of the modern style of video games, but his old ones were one of the best/scariest indie games out there. Five Nights at Freddy's, or developers like Toby Fox, Dani Milkman, and Maddie Thorson, who have created games such as Undertale, Carlson, and Celeste. Other indie games can include Minecraft, Hades, Cuphead, Hollow Knight, Untitled Goose Game, and more. I don't have an exact definition, but I'm going to create a little hypothesis that indie game developers just A, love the colorful and nice aesthetic of indie games, B, love to experiment and like to try and do something different than every other video game line out there, or C, simply are rejected for their ideas by companies or don't have the big, large amounts of money to make games such as Fortnite or Halo. Last but not least, the indie game community. Oh boy, is it large. Just go on Discord and see for yourself. For such small games, it's incredible how much fans they have surrounding it. Examples are the Cuphead game, which now is being turned into a full-blown Netflix show. And Dani, the YouTuber, has such a big community that goes absolutely nuts whenever a new game releases. When Undertale was popular in 2018, every big YouTuber, including PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, and Game Grumps, was playing it. Now, my personal friends who absolutely adore indie games that inspired me to make this video, I will be interviewing them, and I will be asking them why they personally love indie games so much. Hello, Cash. Welcome. So, I'm going to be interviewing you and giving some questions. So, if you don't mind, let's start. Okay, first of all, what do you find appealing about indie games?
Well, you see, my favorite types of indie games are like Metroidvanias like Hollow Knight or open world survival games like Don't Starve.
Minecraft!
What?
Never mind. Okay, so, what do you find appealing about them? The color? The music? Both? Even more?
You see, a lot of games I play have great soundtracks.
Great. Oh, so you like the music.
I mean, that's not the only reason I like them.
Okay, so multiple reasons. Music, and you said the colorfulness?
And I think I like supporting individual people, and the controls always just feel organic.
They feel
that
so like
games
like Terraria. It just feels right. The controls.
Yeah, but my favorite part is playing games that most people don't even know exist.
So you want to help? You like a smaller community?
Yeah, I'm probably part of a bunch of smaller communities. That's
great. I think that's a really good thing to have, is to support smaller creators and smaller people, and to be part of a smaller community, so that one day, it can inspire you.
Well, I mean, I have been making an indie game, and not to brag, but I haven't made any progress.
Well, thank you so much, Cash. I'm going to get on to the next person and invite them. If you want to stay on the call, then you can, but I'll be right back. Hello, Peak. Thank you for coming on to this interview. I'm gonna ask you a few
It's a
questions
pleasure to be here.
about indie games. First of all,
Mhm.
what do you personally find so appealing about indie games?
I feel like the developers always put the most effort they can instead of the corporate
Like a
hubba jubba
sloppy
that's going
mess?
on, where they
Like
just put no effort in and they know it's gonna make money.
So, kind of games like 2077 Cyberpunk. They knew that they were just going to make money, but they kind of made a slop of a mess.
Exactly.
But indie games
Indie
really want
games
to try
are forced
hard
to work hard for their success.
because they're a smaller community, I'm guessing.
I mean, they don't have a community when they start out, or a very small one.
Yeah, true.
So.
Cash said that he does actually love being part of small indie game communities. He loves interacting with all the people.
I would say it is a part of it. It is a.
Yeah, definitely. I
Really
see
depends
some
on the game,
appealness
though.
in that. So, do you have any favorites?
Omori community is great.
Mori? It's a good game. Have you ever played Cuphead? It's a great one.
My most recent experience with it was like a few days ago, but I haven't played it more than.
It seems that
I played 2 bosses, and that was it.
It seems your dogs seem to strongly agree.
Yeah, my dog strongly agrees.
No, well, thank you. I'm gonna invite the last person on here. Thank you so much, and
Okay.
hello, Owo. Thank you for letting me interview you about games.
Hello.
Indie. Did something happen to your voice?
My voice is normal, sir.
Okay. You just sound familiar. Well, what is you? What is your favorite indie game?
Hello, little trash kid.
What is your favorite indie game? Answer the goddamn question.
It is Celeste.
Why is it Celeste? I talked about Celeste in my video.
I believe the platforming is simply wonderous.
Good. I agree.
And speedrunning is very interesting and easy to get into.
Wait, you're Peak! Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna end the video here. Thank you for thank you.
No, please.
Thank you for watching!
Michelle, would you like to go on a date?
Mama's last name is... Michelle, would you like to go on a date, Michelle?
Like to nuke the Afghan children, Michelle.
Developers like Toby Fox and Dani Manmilk. Dani Manmilk? Oh my god. Reshoot.
Change to Obamacare, children.
Other users on Chorus, such as Jane Leonard and user Marco Polo on Collider. Marco Vito Odo strap. Come on, you can do this. English. Sailboats.